Hello guys, I just thought I'd make a really quick video about the electronic focuser that you can get for our friend the Celestron Astromaster. So there's various brands of these things, but they're all basically the same. And what you get a load of stuff out of the box when they send it through, lots of adapters and fittings. So the main components are this, which is your remote control, so you can actually make your focuser turn. And then it's got dual control, so you can go fast and slow in and out. And you've got this lead that then goes onto the focuser motor itself, which is here, and this is quite a heavy piece of kit. Then there is this connector, which then connects onto your focuser, and as you can see, it's got a bit of flexibility, so that's quite cool. And then a little bracket. And then in your kit, you get all of this sort of stuff. So for the 130EQ, you don't need that, you don't need that, you don't need that. So basically, all you need is the bracket there. And then your little IKEA style hex screwdriver, whatever you call these things. And then what you do is you've got your focuser here. It doesn't really matter which side you put it on. And then the idea is that you get your screwdriver, which I've lost. There it is. Get your screwdriver, and then you unscrew the focuser knob, which is dead easy as long as you make sure you go in the right direction. Then that comes off. Then what you do is you put this thing on there, however you want to put it on, and then you've got your bracket aligned there. And then what you would do, you would tighten it up with the Allen key bolt, this thing here. So you would tighten that up there, and then the next thing you need to do, and this is the bit where the 130 falls down, is if I just take that off for a moment, you have this bracket here. Now this bracket doesn't quite fit, because the idea is it's meant to replace, you see the two screw holes there? It's meant to replace those two screw holes, but when you actually go to put it on, as you can see, it's not quite right. So what you have to do, or what I did anyway, is I took that screw out and I used that screw hole, and then I made another screw hole there. I'm not sure if you can pick it up on here. So I made another screw hole there. Now obviously the problem with that is you can then end up damaging this, so you have a bit of a risk there. So although it's advertised as working with this telescope, it doesn't really. Alternative, I'm sure the clever people amongst you could do something with, I don't know, a drill or a piece of wood or something, just to create a sort of secondary one. And so you put that all together and that works great. And then basically it's really simple and straightforward. You've got your focuser on there, obviously it's just wobbling about because I haven't fixed it on there, and you've got your controls, and you just say, right, I want to go in whatever direction, and it, as you can see, it's going round and round, and basically that's it. You know, you're going one way and then you're going another way, and if I had this all set up correctly, then it would be working with that, and that's all. So it's quite a crude piece of kit. It does help with the issue that you've got with the wobble, because obviously we have wobbly mounts and we don't want wobbly mounts. And it is quite nice. I mean, it's about £40–50 when I was last looking online, and you do get all these nuts and bolts, so that if you do end up with a different scope, or you want to change it up, you can do that. So it's not like you couldn't use this on a different scope, but it's you know, the only other criticism I have is that the slow, which is the knob there, the actual slow isn't quite slow enough for my taste, so you still end up trying to really fine tune. But I guess that, you know, it's better than nothing. But the other thing you have to realise, as I say, this is quite heavy, this motor. So if you have issues with balance, or you're trying to put a DSLR on there as well, or a guide scope or other sort of stuff, this does add to the weight, and therefore with the issues with balance and wobble. Anyway, I hope that made sense. If you've got any questions, just let me know. 9-volt battery. Oh, one other thing. This is a really useful piece of kit, this here. So this is a USB 9-volt battery replacement thing. So if you use the motor drive, or if you use this, you can burn through these batteries. So all this does is it plugs into your computer, or if you've got a USB charger thing for your mobile phone, you can use that. And then the other side is a reverse of your 9-volt battery. So you just plug that in, and that's brilliant. I've used this with the motor drive and with this, and it's just saved me an absolute fortune in batteries. And that's another thing to sort of have a think about when you're doing these things. And this is just a few pounds off eBay or wherever. Anyway, thank you very much. Cheers.